Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 3, and we are learning unit 1. Its title is The Two Brave Sahaba Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhuma. Today's lecture 6, we will read and understand the text, and we'll cover page number 5, 6 and 7 of your book. Before this, in your previous class, English for grade 2, I have taught you a story, Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha, and we talked about her father, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch this video again. So today we'll learn further and we'll cover the SLO to use pre-reading strategies to predict some words that might occur in a text by looking at picture and title. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with the beautiful hadith mentioned in Jamul Bayanil Ilmi wal Fadlihi, volume 2, page number 181. Our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "My companions are like the stars. Whichever of them you follow, you will be rightly guided." Yes, my dear children, this beautiful hadith of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling us the status, the respect, and the value of Prophet's companion in Islam. So our Prophet is telling us, whoever you will follow, you will be rightly guided, because they were rightly guided. They were under the supervision, under the direct guidance of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we should respect them and we should learn maximum about them so that we can also be among the right and rightly guided people, inshallah. So this story is also about two Sahaba. As the title of the story, let's look at the title to guess what the story is about. The two brave Sahaba Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhuma. So what does Sahaba mean? Sahaba is the plural of Sahabi. This is a word Sahabi, and when there are more than one, we say Sahaba as plural. And who is a Sahabi? Sahabi is a Muslim who has seen Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as in person. Okay? So in introduction lesson, I have told you many things about it. I hope you remember. If not, you may watch that video again. So why I'm telling you, maybe this word, these two words will be coming again and again in the text. So you should know Sahabi is one of the companion, one of the Muslim who has seen Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in person. And look at the picture that is on page number 5 of your book. This picture is the picture of beautiful mosque, Masjid al-Nabawi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this masjid is located in Medina. So this picture is telling us this story is after the migration of Muslims from Mecca to Medina. Remember, I have told you this as well. When Muslims were in Mecca, they were tortured by non-Muslims. That's why they migrated from Mecca and they established the first Muslim state in Medina. So this story is after that migration, this picture is telling us, because this picture is representing Medina. So it means whatever the happening, the incidents we are going to read in the text will be about Medina, right? So let's see what the text is. What do you know about the Battle of Badr? I've told you many things in introduction lesson. I hope you remember. And the second thing is, have you read other stories of bravery? So these are two questions. Teachers, kindly pause the video, discuss these questions with the students, let them speak whatever they know. This is how they will be able to connect with the text we are going to read. And I have a message for my fellow teachers along with this video lecture, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, you may download it, you may follow it as it is, or you may modify it for your convenience. Now kindly pause the video and discuss these two questions with students so that we can move to the text. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. I hope you remember many things and you have mentioned all these things to your teacher. So let's start with page number 6. From the first line, I'm going to read it. So all of you open your book and be ready for reading. First, you will listen. I will read for you. Then you will pause the video and all of you will read for yourself with proper pronunciation. Okay, that's why read and listen carefully. So here we go, page number 6, line first. In the Battle of Badr or Ghazwa-e-Badr. Here this word Ghazwa is used. Ghazwa is a battle in which our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself participated. A battle in which Prophet himself participated. Okay, so Battle of Badr, I hope you mentioned it. It was the first battle between Muslims and non-Muslims. So Ghazwa-e-Badr, Muslims came up under the leadership of the great Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Khatimul Nabiyyin sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. What does leadership mean? The capacity of leading a group of people or an organization. So who was leading Muslims? Our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. They were, who were Muslims, they were only about 313. So Muslims were 313. And the enemy of Islam numbered up to 1,000. Now you see, Muslims were just 313 and non-Muslims were 1,000. That is approximately 3 times of the number. Now they are going to have a battle and they are going to fight with each other. Let's see what happens next. Their leader, whose leader? Non-Muslims. Their leader was Abu Jahl. He was the worst enemy of Islam. Worst means he was the bad, the one who was very much against Islam. So he was the worst enemy of Islam. He was the most cruel person and killed many people. He was most cruel. What does cruel mean? A person who is hard-hearted, who does not have mercy for anyone. So Abu Jahl was one of them. He was the most cruel person. Everybody was afraid of him. Afraid over here because he was cruel, so they were afraid of him. What's going to happen? What would he do? The 2 young Sahaba Razila Tala Anhuma, who they two were? Hazrat Muaz Razila Tala Anhu, 14. It is his age. Hazrat Muaz was just 14 years. And Hazrat Muawiz Razila Tala Anhu, who was only 13. So Hazrat Muaz was 14 and Hazrat Muawiz was just 13 years old, took part in the battle. They were also there to fight against non-Muslims. So here the messages, Hazrat Muaz, who was just 14 years, and Hazrat Muawiz, who was just 13 years. So it is telling us that a believer is strong, age does not matter. If you have a strong belief, it doesn't matter what is your age. You will definitely have a firm belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So both of them were armed with swords. They were carrying swords. Armed means the weapon they were carrying was sword. But the enemies did not bother to fight with them as they considered them harmless because of their age. Now you see, they said they are harmless. What could they do? They are just kids. What does harmless mean? Not able or likely to cause harm. Okay, a person who cannot cause harm is harmless. So these 2 Sahaba, because they were too young, they said they are harmless. They cannot do anything for us. The 2 Sahaba Razila Tala Anhuma asked Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf Razila Tala Anhu to show them where Abu Jahl was. They were asking Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf, where is Abu Jahl? We want to see him. Where is Abu Jahl? At first, Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf Razila anhu did not bother to listen to both of them. But after he was pushed several times, several means again and again, several, many times he was pushed. He was pushed for what? To tell where Abu Jahl was. He finally agreed to their request. What does it mean? He finally accepted the request that I will show you where Abu Jahl is, okay? Because they were asking again and again, where is Abu Jahl? Please tell us, where is Abu Jahl? They were requesting, please tell us. So he finally agreed to their request. Okay, I will show him to you when we see Abu Jahl, but can I know what would you do when you see him? Can I know? He's asking, can I know? What would you do? He asked, my mother asked me not to return home as long as his head is not separated from his body. You see their courage. The boy who answered Hazrat Muaz Razilullah anhu. And we know Hazrat Muaz, he was just 14 years. And he said, my mother told me not to come back home till the time Abu Jahl's head is not separated from his body. Look at his, he was so much angry with him. And why he was angry? Abu Jahl has been hurting and insulting Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He was not angry with him for himself. He was angry because he harmed our beloved Prophet. And we all, being Muslim, love our Prophet a lot. So any person who harms him is our enemy. This is what he is saying. And till here, I'm stopping this reading. Now it's your time. Pause the video, read the text, and try to comprehend, try to connect with what the message this story is giving to us. Pause the video, all of you read the text. Yes, my dear children, are you done with reading? Good job. So next is, this is a question. What did the mother of Hazrat Muaz Razilullah anhu ask him? This is the question. From this question, tomorrow we'll start reading. So all of you be ready with this, the answer of this question. I will ask you tomorrow again. Now it's time for your homework. You will read the text again at home and prepare for dictation. Tomorrow I'll take your dictation and you are supposed to make sentences of the following words. These are the words. You will use these words in your own sentences. Now I'm giving you a worksheet. Again, my fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, print it, and kindly give a printed worksheet to my children. And students, what you are supposed to do, locate sentences from the passage and fill in the blanks. The text we have read, these are the sentences from the text. You will complete this by taking the information from the text we just read. Now, what we have learned today, we learned to predict the text by looking at the title. We learned to predict and connect with the text by looking at pictures, and we practiced to predict some words by applying pre-reading strategies. So this is what we did, and in this way we covered our today's SLO, that was to use pre-reading strategies to predict some words that might occur in the text by looking at picture and title. Are we done with it? Yes. Good job. That's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again and we'll continue reading of this unit. Till that time, you also keep reading, keep practicing, take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.